Hello everybody, Shiny Owl here, and today we will be asking the question, can you beat Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance without drinking any Gatorade? Now before we begin, let me set up the rules. Rule number 1, cannot scoop up any of the spines from enemies, due to the fact that in universe, they refer to the spine fluid as electrolytes. Electrolytes, if you didn't know, are a main ingredient in Gatorade, hence the name, no Gatorade. 2, we are allowed to use nano repair paste, because to my knowledge, the nano repair paste contains no electrolytes. 3, that's it. Basically not being able to use the primary method of healing, and only using nano paste. Slash to the end of levels, and dying, which isn't ideal. Also subscribe. Let's go. The first level is by far the hardest level in the challenge, because you can't get any Gatorade. So... Now, the real first level is where we see the problems of not being able to drink Gatorade, with how it is your primary method of healing, and you just can't use it. It also adds a little extra challenge in cases where you cut but don't grab, because in those occasions, you have to like run around it, because it will fall to the ground, and you just have to make sure you avoid it. Otherwise, you have to kill yourself and restart the combat you're on, which isn't fun. Another thing is how it can be better to play Risings like a traditional Metal Gear game. How the stealth means one less chance for Gatorade at all to fall. That being said, we worked through the first level with only some difficulties until we fight against Blade Wolves. Now this, for me, was the real first challenge of the run, because Blade Wolf's whole boss fight revolves around people coming in, you kill them, you get the spine juice, and then you go back to fighting Blade Wolf. And since we can't do that, that leads to a lot of difficulty. And also, I didn't know how to parry at this point in time. I learned during this run, at like the very end, but I didn't know for the longest time. So this was a really fun fight, and well, I'll let the video do the talking. There's no choice. After all that, we put Blade Wolf down and the first half of the level is done. But now, we have the rest of the level. Now immediately after Blade Wolf, we have what I call the stupid bridge section. Now, why do I call it the dumb bridge section? Well, that's because it inverts your controls while you run across, which wouldn't nearly be as hard on controller, but when I was doing this run, I was using keyboard and mouse. This section is only dumb on keyboard and mouse. On controller, it's fine. On keyboard and mouse, it's just painful. But after that, we have a fight against a helicopter, where it runs away, but you can use the convenient rocket launcher to take it out instead. And all of this kind of goes to nothing, because you can't even get any Gatorade in this part of the level. So, I don't know why I really mentioned it. I just needed to complain about the bridge. Now, the rest of the level isn't too terrible. There's just a couple of sections that are alright. And, yeah. But we do end up seeing the most annoying enemy in this run, which is the dwarf geckos. Because those things, you have to match to get out of their grabs. And that is just painful. But we can slice them up well enough, including people in our path. And it's not too long until we get to Mistral. Also, the things that the dwarf geckos drop are little repair kits. I've looked, and I do not know what they are made out of. They could be made out of paste, they could be out of electrolytes. I ruled that they were made out of, like, the paste type substance, and that they're refined. But if you want to call my run invalid for this, then, I guess that's fine. But I just figured I'd drop in and say this. But back to Mistral. Now, Mistral is what some people call the first boss of the game, which in my opinion isn't accurate because of Blade Wolf. Anyway, Mistral is probably the easiest fight in the run. How her backup can't give Gatorade, and her attacks aren't too terrible. And with that being said, well, we fight Mistral. Then we witness the worst gender reveal party ever, and move on to Down in the Jungle. Or should I say sewers. But first, we upgrade our HP, which is a key thing to do during this run. It's something that I do after each level. I decided to buy the commando armor, because rockets seemed like they would be useful. They were not useful at all, and I should have gone with the white armor, because that gives you 10 nano repair paste. But I thought it only helped in healing more from Gatorade, which is why you should read, kids. Anyway, we find ourselves in the sewers, where we find some monkeys that don't like to monkey around, and I should also mention how I use controller sometimes during this run, for I don't know why, just figured I should mention it for when the button prompt changes. We kill some robots, dinosaurs, and make it through with minimal difficulty, sneaking until the boss fight, where we have to push a robot down the hallway, which is harder to do because, as I mentioned, I can't parry well, and then just make some sushi after only a little bit of blunt force trauma. Then we cut 2 people and accidentally skipped a cutscene, and I don't know how this happened. It's just something that did happen, so I figured I'd put some audio here to show you guys it. This is not edited. This is genuinely what happened. Just a glitch. So yeah, freebie for what the game's doing. And move on to into Stains of Crime. Side note: I made little chapter titles for each of these, and then I got rid of them because I didn't like how they were looking. After discovering that Senator Armstrong was the one making child soldiers and discussing that we totally saw, and Raiden decides to go say hi to him in his hometown of Detroit, where we meet some police that love being salad. And remember that boss from a minute ago, well, he's back with a brother this time. They luckily decide to fight me one-on-one. We kill both fairly smoothly with some minor issues. We fight through the interior of the building and kindly fire some people and their vending machines before we reach the roof of the building and perform surgery until we reach King DDD, because he has a big hammer and he intends to use it multiple times to put the beat down on Raiden, and we just have to deal with it. That is until he removes his right to bear hammers, and we teach him how to forcefully compact himself. Stealthing through a few more people, we fight 2 people and make sure not to touch their corpse afterwards, because when you accidentally cut the Gatorade vein and don't grab it, it falls to the ground and will not despawn until the heat death of the universe. Plunging down another elevator, we reach the metro area, where only the monsters and those freaking monkeys are. After Harambe 2 Electric Boogaloo, we cut a bridge in half to stop David from getting to work, attempting to stealth for about 5 minutes before getting spotted and having the same result as if we had never tried to. Jetstream Sam then appears to tell us how to think of the people we've been making the salad. I decide not to, but Ryan does, and we are forced into a stealth section. That's basically just hug the wall before you have a fight against Monsoon. Now, Monsoon is an absolute madman, deciding to dodge you by dividing himself and throwing helicopters and assault vehicles at you, and probably the 3rd hardest part in the game, how his memes are so strong. And also, I still can't parry, so I get stabbed a lot. Wash away the anger. Drop this falling gently down on the terrain. Wash away the sorrow, all the stains of time. But there's no memory, it's only dry inside. After banning his memes from the general chat, we move on to Red Sun. We begin in an office where we kindly play with some dogs and fight back against some people that really don't want to get a new passport, and take an elevator to fight some more robot dinos before we get shot at and run up the side of a building until we reach a Japanese themed area in the middle of a building, and that has more monkeys. I really didn't miss them after taking a lot of damage. We stealth our way to the hardest fight in the run, the elevator fight. The beginning isn't too bad, just a few quick slap chops, and then there's two geckos and the standing dinos. They fall, but after them come two more robot dogs, and then a couple of choppable people and another robot dino, this time on all fours. And finally, some dwarf geckos, who are trying to stop the elevator. But wait, there's more. With some more monkeys that caused me to accidentally tap out. And NVIDIA and Metal Gear Rising have a weird relationship, where it won't record if you're tapped out. At the time, I didn't know this, so I lost the rest of the level's footage, so I'll go from memory. The Mr. Masoon rematches went pretty well, and before long, we reached the boss fight of the level, Sundowner. Now, I lost this fight in the lost footage, because I was trying to trigger phase 2, and it's harder to trigger it than it is just to kill him outright. Anywho, here's his montage.
You can be cooler than that. Hell, Scott here, and this is bad. Real bad.
What's the matter, Pokey? Afraid you're gonna get murdered? Red sun over paradise. Red sun over paradise. Golden rays of the glorious sunshine, fading down such a blood-red light. Now the animals slowly retreat to the shadows.
Hey y'all!
And find the peace within ourselves. No need for a cure. When the wind is slow and the fire's hot, the vulture waits to see what rots. Oh, I'm ready. On the scenery, this is nature's sacrifice. When the air blows through with the brisk attack, the reptile tail. Bitch! You got me!
Sorry for the short montage, but his fight was short, so it fits him well. And then we have two last real levels. Now, this level is just chapter 3 backwards, minus Monsoon, plus some more enemies. And we stealth through them until we reach that one robot that has a...
Brother!
Well, he's back for a third time. And we have to take him out now, besides the fact that this chapter is called One Final Effort. It's more of a quick jog, because this level is fairly easy. Besides the monkey trap room, that is completely optional. We get through it with very little difficulty. And then we get to the next mission. That is just a fight with Jetstream Sam. That is pretty hard, because he has multiple moves that can kill you very easily. Normally, you have a good amount of nano repair paste at this point in the game. But in this run, we only have 2. And we have to find up to 2 on the battlefield. Needless to say, there will be...
Good time, Jack!
barely had any cyborg enhancements.
Was this outcome necessary? Evidence inconclusive.
I guess even AIs don't know everything.
With that out of the way, we fly our way to Pakistan, slap chop a little, and meet Senator Armstrong, and have a fight against his giant robot. That is the last opportunity for he even to obtain Gatorade. With the geckos that hop into the fight, but they die due to Armstrong being way too fast, and he kills them before you even get a chance to do it yourself. After all that, we fight Senator Armstrong as well. And Armstrong falls, and we successfully beat Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance without drinking any Gatorade. But wait, what about Sam and Blade Wolf? For another time, maybe. That's going to do it for this video. And this video took a long time to make, because my editing software was pretty bad. I swapped to a Premiere Pro in like the middle of production. And the footage was recorded, most of the footage was recorded like at least a year ago. So this video has kind of been in the works for a little while now, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. But remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.